I want to get back into reviewing albums again, and I really got the drive for it, but I'm so out of practice. I don't even have the damn hat anymore. You know, it's like it's a new era almost. It's a new white clean slate. Maybe it's time for something new. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't even think why wears this anymore. Maybe the answer is not in a hat. Okay. Oh fuck, that is right on my. Hey guys, welcome back. Snakeskin 94 here. Gonna try to review albums again. Be sure to like, rate, comment. Fuck man. Okay. Oh, Snakeskin 94. What? No, wait. Snakeskin 94 walks among you. Die. Actually, this shit's not bad. Welcome back to Reaper Reviews. Subscribe or die. Actually, I don't think the Reaper mask works well with the autographed John Cena poster and Ruby poster in the background. Ah! Compromise. Here we go. Who doesn't like Testament? Okay, let's get back to talking about metal. Oh shit, where'd that shirt go? Thrash metal is a favorite subgenre of mine when it comes to metal. The speed, the aggression, the bitch and solos, it's just pure fun. You've got your technical, super shreddy thrash metal a la Megadeth and Slayer. You've got your more punk rock inspired thrash metal inspired by the likes of Nuclear Assault, Overkill, and Anthrax. Or I guess more specifically, any music project that has Dan Leiker in it. You've got crossover thrash like SOD and Municipal Waste. You've got your neo-thrash a la Havoc and Warbringer. Thrash metal has a lot of variety and a lot of differentiation to it, but all too commonly, it's very, very easy to be a copy-paste thrash metal band. Maybe even worse than power metal and death metal. Number one, use a crap ton of double bass and enough erratic drum fills throughout the song to make it look like you're more of a complex drummer than you really are. Step number two, whammy bar and wah-wah pedal. And number three, we talk about, I don't know, how devil good and Christianity bad.
I'll tell you what you need to hear. I'll show you what I want you to see. Bullshit!
Christianity? What the fuck? Now, there's probably no three better bands that exemplify everything I just talked about than the three kings of Teutonic thrash metal: Sodom, Destruction, and the dudes we're talking about today, Kreator.
For the old school metalheads, feel the endless
To give you a brief history on the three kings, let me put it to you like this. Sodom was a black metal band, Kreator was just a speed metal band, and Destruction was something, but then all three bands heard Venom, and then they changed their styles accordingly. Sodom became your more pure thrash band, Destruction became your cheesy thrash band, and Kreator, for all intents and purposes, Kreator is just German Slayer, but I would argue throwing a little more melody a la Death Angel, and then boom, you got Kreator. That doesn't really do them justice though. Touring non-stop since the 80s, they've always pretty much consistently put out good work. I understand Coma of Souls is not everyone's cup of tea when, you've got to re-listen to Pleasure to Kill for like the 18th time. Now, all the way back in 2012, they released this bad boy, Phantom Antichrist, which was freaking huge. My personal pick for the three kings is Sodom, but it cannot be denied how awesome Kreator is. And we're going to take a look at that today with their new album, Gods of Violence. Gods of Violence. I mean, it's not the cheesiest name they can come up with. I'm not saying Phantom Antichrist is any better, or Pleasure to Kill, or Endless Pain, or Coma of Souls, but like, what the fuck? Track number one is called Apocalyptican. Apocalyptian? Hold on. Apocalyptian? Shoin? That's not a word. Oh my god, that is so power metal. Like Firewind, or Dream Evil, Master Plan, or Iced Earth. or Twisted Sister. The song's like a minute long. Thrash metal bands do this all the time, where they'll have some like faux war march or like some crazily Karak Angren type of symphonic opening thing to try and like set up this big epic mood before the actual first song. Nothing on the rest of the album ever sounds like tracks like these, and personally I think it's kind of just to fill out the track listing, but usually it leads into a badass banger. Exhibit A. Track number 2 is called World War Now. Do it now. Insane, right? A thrash metal band singing about war. Ooh. Kreator's a lot like Warbringer in the way, actually I guess I should say Warbringer is a lot like Kreator. Did they write the songs like as like you're in the middle of a war, you know? Havoc does it all the time. Jason Newsted did it with Soldier Head. It's not, I'm not trying to make it sound like it's super rare, it's super common. But the key thing to do here, like Kreator does, is to very thinly interject your vaguely described political ideology into the song, which will usually be something left. I'm not trying to make the song about politics. What I'm trying to paint the picture for here is that this is part what I was talking about being super copy-paste. Chorus is super catchy though. With a title like World War Now and lyrics like this in the chorus, it's the kind of thing that they'll probably put on like a $20 t-shirt that they'll sell for $45. But will it solo? That is the question. The opening track really sets the mood for the rest of the album pretty well. Let's move on to track number 3. Track number 3 is called Atheists That Love Talking About the Devil, even though singing the praise of any sort of deity like the devil or otherwise goes against everything atheism stands for. But the fact of the matter is that metal elitists and tryhard wannabe edgelord atheists will buy anything that's anti-Christian because they think it makes them look cool. I mean, Satan is real. This song also has a music video, so assuming, hopefully, that Nuclear Blast doesn't sue me or try to, like, block my channel or something, let's take a look. I don't understand how life expects me to hear a bell and not have a little part of me hope that the Undertaker's about to show up. You know, the setting kind of reminds me of that Nicolas Cage movie. The one with the bees. 0000, A string, A string, A string. You can't kill us all. Vengeance will come as a shock. This was the song they released as the lead single for this album. You know, it's a simple but effective crowd pleaser. It's got all the right things that make a thrash metal show fun. It's built from the ground up to be all about fist pumping, crowd chanting, circle pitting. And, you know, despite the fact that they're over 30 years old and the thrash metal market is incredibly oversaturated, Kreator still has a way of even making really simple, almost vanilla songs like this still sound unique and fun in their own catchy way. Like, look at the video. Like, you've seen this all before, right? The imagery, the setting, even the way the cuts are edited, color scheme. You've seen literally all this before. In fact, it almost kind of reminds me of the Wild Dogs music video by Toxic Holocaust. Or am I thinking of Nuke the Cross? Nuke the Cross! Nuke the Cross. Oh, I love Joe Grind. Satan is real! But seriously, how many other music videos have you seen that have these exact same tropes? It's not even limited to just metal. It's like, we get it, okay? Seriously, the year 1986 was really, really rad. And Slayer was at one point a good band. Kreator is somehow able to be from that era and, like their Teutonic contemporaries, not just remain relevant, but still write good tunes that stand out from the rest. Sweet guitar solo doesn't hurt nothing either, though.
exceção da...
Yeah, even though you've heard all this stuff a million times, it's still really awesome, and this song's no different. Move on to track number 4.
Dead Man Walking.
Rolling, 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 rolling.
Track number 4 is called Totalitarian Terror. Aw, she brow, open up that pit, fam, it about to get lit. Never mind the fact I think they're talking more about fascists and actual totalitarians, although they are from Germany, so I guess they would know a thing or two about that. Ayo! This is a song where Kreator's writing strengths really shine through. Their ability to write fast riffs with enough technicality to keep it interesting, but not too much to where they come off as like pretentious. Of course, it's simple, it's double bass. They shout the title of the song, keeps the speed consistent. Not quite a sing-along, but it's fun. It's not very memorable, but it's a good time when you got it all. The title track, Gods of Violence, we have something I like to call Metallica acoustic ripoff number 6669. Seriously, tell me this doesn't sound like the best parts of Nothing Else Matters and Fade to Black. Oh, it's a sitar too, so Wherever I May Roam. And George Harrison. I feel like someone would take offense to me comparing them to Metallica. Rule number 1 about being a metalhead, don't give other metal bands compliments. Otherwise they'll block you on Twitter and stiff arm you in the mosh pits. Oh, that sounds sick. Sick and extra thick. I don't think this is necessarily the anthem they were probably going for when writing it, but it cannot be denied that this is a dope head bopper and a mighty foot tapper. The unappreciated aspect of Kreator's songwriting to me has been their ability to harmonize the guitars. You know, like a la Judas Priest and Thin Lizzy. That's something thrash metal bands do a lot, and Avenged Sevenfold does it in like literally every song. They're not a thrash metal band, but my point is that it's something that's done commonly, but very rarely, I think, does it stand out really good, as it does right here. Fun is the word I'd use to describe this song. Like, live, this song would rip. That's one thing I've always felt about thrash metal, is that it's really fun and energetic and whatever in the studio, and it's good to listen to, but it really excels live. Thrash metal by itself isn't boring by any means, but it thrives almost more than any other metal subgenre. It thrives on its immersion and interactivity with the crowd. All that crap that metalheads try to spew about metal being about brotherhood and like sticking together and stuff like that. Thrash metal is probably the only subgenre of metal that actually takes that somewhat serious. Is this song a great leaky track? No, but it's a definitely worthy title track. Let's head over to track number 6. Track number 6 is called Army of Storms. Can you feel the edge? Ooh, I like the approach to this riff. Kreator doesn't usually do stuff like this. Go for it, boys! Break the status quo! Break the chains! Oh. Still alright though. Lyrically, okay, it doesn't matter. Just listen to those bitchin' zeros. Rising from the ruins of a culture in decline. I can tell that this riff took a long time to write, guys. 11 out of 10. IGN. GameSpot. Harder than Dark Souls. Sorry, I was listening. I feel like every thrash metal band since Testament dropped Formation of Damnation, everyone's got to have some kind of song now about storms or riding or something. I know technically Metallica did it first with Four Horsemen, and if you want to go back even farther, Judas Priest did it with Riding on the Wind. Testament brought it back. Thanks, Sweeney Todd. Next up is Hail to the Hordes. Too hardcore for me. Hashtag bring back skank and skate thrash. Aw, damn, about to pop off! I am a complete sucker for these galloping riffs, and I don't know why. Hey, wait a minute. You know what? You know what? This actually sounds like a faster version of...
And let us be the voice of what words cannot express. The veil, the outcast. Creation of the fire seems the perfect nude. The carbonized stars are just a part of you. The sagacious and wise will form a bond, impeccable art, crafted triumph of time. If night will fall, the shadows are taking our sides. In the final thunder roaring, they come in the bastards.
Track number 8 is called Lion with Eagle Wings. There's a Game of Thrones or a Griffin or a Reinhardt reference in there somewhere. Next up is number 9. Number 9. This track's called Fallen Brother. Ooh, baby, that is Rammstein levels of zeros and ones right there.
We lost time as let your soul astray.
Lyrically, the song's about like a bro that like lost their way after being beaten down by the world their whole life or something. It's probably a song about how you shouldn't sell out. I don't know. That's rule number 2 about being a metalhead. No one wants you to make money. Again, it just kind of feels like filler. Nothing really jumps out or pops out to me. It's just a song. Like, it's got its instruments and its vocals and it's fast, but it's just a song. Although the low-spoken German, must be said, is super sexy. I'll look up what it means, but I'm too lazy. Track number 10 is called Side by Side. Another filler sounding track. You know, I don't want to come off as a dick like that Drop the Needle guy or Needle Drop, whatever that one dude with the glasses. There's nothing really standout about, oh crap, Gallop riff. Side by side. And it's the chorus. Side by side. Side by side. Never mind. Best song, 11.8, IGN. And I need to say that the musical transition that occurs near the end of the song is nothing except cool. It is without a doubt a step up from the last few songs. Who would have thought Kreator would have wrote a song that's basically one big giant "I got you, bro"? We need more White Knight bands like White Knight bro bands like Kreator. Hashtag Bro Lives Matter. The song is called "Death Becomes My Light." Oh shit. Is it time? Oh yeah, it's ballad time. You feel the emotion, you feel the pain, you feel the melancholy.
I can't believe this is happening to me.
Is this the sentiment of a war-torn soldier, or the last ride of an old man torn down by the world? Do you feel the feelings, or these feelings have balls? Feel the balls.
My body separating from my soul. First time I can see, for the first time I am whole.
This is such like a badass montage song. Like you could overlay any of the most epic fight scenes from any form of media over this song, and it would fit right in. It looked so rad.
Universe yet for you to see. All is one, and all is you and I. This must be my destiny. Death becomes my life. The only true reality. Death becomes my life. And in fear never take my life away. And in peace all the angels sing to me. Let us free you from this earth. Death becomes me. Death becomes my life. Nobody take me away, that's the one. The beginning, existence without end. Looking down as I become the light. The ones that ran before me in my sight. Witness bleak, face the sense of time. Religions will be joined, a shamanic odyssey. Exploring to a higher atmosphere.
Every single element about this song just works. Theme works well, the compositions are all well put together. It's the right amount of cheese and the perfect amount of shred that just comes natural for this subgenre. The only word to describe it is good. That's basically all there is to that song, and it closes out the album. That was Gods of Violence by Kreator. And you know, I gotta say, it really felt to me that there were 4, maybe 5 really strong songs on here. The opening instrumental track, World War Now, Satan is Real, Totalitarian Terror, and the title track, Gods of Violence, and this song. Side by Side is good too, so if you take away the instrumental track, that's 6, but if you leave it, that's 7. So over half of the album, I think, is really strong. The rest of it, it's okay. Kind of forgettable, in my opinion. It's worth the buy. Like, it's definitely worth your money, and the tour that they're on right now is probably really awesome. So I think even casual or seasoned thrash metal veteran alike would like it. It just has a lot for everybody, and it mostly works. I really don't want this to just be a one-off thing and then I'm gone again. I really want to try and review, you know, more stuff. You know, I haven't exactly thought of what the next review is going to be, but I really want to get back into doing this because it's been a lot of fun recording again, finding the stuff, editing and all that. So I'll try my best to, you know, work real hard, get reviews out whenever I can, and yeah, just make them enjoyable and stuffs. Thanks for watching, and I'll hopefully see y'all next time.